What's up, buddy? Hold on a second. I don't have you, Mayor. Hold on. Let me fix it. Can you guys hear Mac? I cannot hear Mac. I don't have you. Do you guys have Mac? I can't hear him. Let me know if you guys can hear him. I want to make sure it's not something I just literally rolled in. That was a lot of fun. Let me know if you can hear me out there. No audio from Mac. Okay, he's fixing it. So whoever said that whiskey shouldn't be fun is wrong. That was so much fun for him to take us on that journey. And hey, you know, the thing about it is just, and I know this right from from doing it, is it's a vulnerable position, right? Because you know, people on the internet, they like to hate sometimes. I know in this whiskey community, you got a lot of friends. I think I can hear you now, Mac. Just can't see you.
Okay, you're good now.
What's up, my friend?
Oh, guys,
how are you feeling?
I'm good.
That was a very vulnerable thing for you to do. That was a very vulnerable thing for you to do, and I just want to recognize that was super cool. And like, thank you for taking us on that journey into your whiskey apartment.
Well, thank you. First of all, thank you guys for watching that. That, you know, Hack, like you said, I think yours was like 30 minutes. And I was like, that's a long thing. And then I'm like, mine's an hour and 8 minutes. And it was like Blair Witch Project. I don't know what's in my camera. So thank you guys. That was crazy. So,
well, let's just be clear though. So like in his ultimate generosity, Mac and I compete on generosity for each other. Like it's just something that we do. That's how generous can we be. So he sent me the camera that he bought. He's like, hey, I haven't been using it. Take it, shoot some content. So I thought a great way to practice content would be like shoot my own whiskey, right? And so after he sends it, he says, well, you know, I'm going to shoot mine. I was like, I'll send you the camera back. He's like, no, it's fine. So just know it's not easy to do, even with a cool camera like you sent me. It's tough. So your lack of breath in that though, I think you got a good workout in.
That was embarrassing. That's a wake up call. I've got to get to the gym. This is bad. But okay, question, Hack. Anything? So first of all, what you guys need to know, Hack just went on he was like a whole weekend expo at work. He just got off the plane and he did this. Thank you, Hack. Thank you for joining. I may invite a couple people up if we go a little longer, but Hack, please do your thing and go.
No, it's all good.
But did anything surprise? Like, what surprised you? Did anything surprise you, or like what? Or was it what you expected, or what? I don't know.
Yeah, throw your questions in the chat. Let us know if you'd like to actually come up and ask him questions. I'll invite you up. I'll throw an invite out. But I think the thing that surprised me is that you trust shelves way more than I do.
It's because I don't know what I'm doing, man.
No, there's some pretty valuable bottles on that shelf, and it's starting to. Especially the Reveries one, like I'm over here, like I'm almost having a panic attack, like watching it. I'm like,
I know.
We need to like get some like two-by-fours and like prop it up and like.
I know. I've got to do something. Yeah. So I doubled up the shelving, so it's not it's not like the main anyway. But yes, I've got to do something.
I do feel a little shorted as well. I just want you to know that when we got to the boxes. And you're like, I just don't have time to get it. Like, I really wanted to see those boxes.
You guys want to see the boxes? You guys let me know. We'll do
I mean, because I'm still waiting. I'm guessing episode 2 is when we get the tasting room video.
Yeah. I was hiding that. No, not the Hack in your tasting room. Well. Oh, you're sipping on the 21090 Chattanooga pick, huh?
And honor you, first pick. And also, whoever said it in the chat, I don't know who to give it credit to, but whoever said drink every time says Mac says pick.
that was Robert.
That was pure greatness, man.
That was great. Yeah. So no, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. It is a little vulnerable doing that, especially you got Bourbon Bill, getting his digs, which I deserve, rightly so. Oh yeah, the earthquakes. Gosh, Anthony, Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that again. We don't need that.
Yeah. Welcome in everybody that's joining us. I just say Anthony Peters is here. Robert's here. I see Andrew's here. Gandy's here. Sweet Cindy, what's up? Glad to have you here. Tim is in the house. Tim says that those Reverie shelves will, yeah, I think all of us are still holding our breaths because those Reveries are worth some money and they also are really good bottles. And it just, it got us all a little scared.
Yeah, that top shelf, because it's got Found North, it's got the rare character, it's got it's got some expensive ones, but I know. We got to watch out for that.
How are you feeling though? I want to check in with you. How are you feeling? That's a very vulnerable thing to put your collection out there. Do you have walking papers from Vero yet? Or did she text you?
Let's see. She actually said she did love the community, which was so she loves you guys. So that's great. And so I think I'm good. I know how to say anyway. I think I'm good.
You know how to say this. I think somebody said in the chat during the stream or during the video said that Vero is going to have one hell of a Christmas now.
Yeah, I know. That was Wes. Yeah, he will. She always does. Can I tell you what I'm drinking right now?
Yeah. What are you having?
This? It's blowing me away.
What is this? I know when I first came in the house, I had to obviously, so I missed a little bit. What is that?
So this is Barrel King. It is Matt Porter's 12 Summers. So it's to reflect on the 12 Summers. I should know. I don't have this pulled up. It's something his family. There was the 12 Summers reflects the 12-year MGP, 36%. And oh man, I'm blown away. I'm literally, this might be a top 5 pour for me this year. That's right, Dave. Yeah. I see you. Just wait. I want to hear what you think about this.
Can I shout out Dave real quick? Dave, I just rolled in the house from being gone since like last Thursday. I don't even remember now, but I got your samples, buddy, and thank you. We will be scheduling a time for you to walk us through some of those. Dave sent us some banger samples.
Yeah, Dave.
Stuff that I would never in a million years have an opportunity to try without you, Dave. And so just want to say thank you to Dave.
Yeah,
for sending those over. That they did arrive. You got yours too, right, Mac?
Yeah, that was so nice. I'm so excited to try that. I was floored. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, so check your calendar on that, Dave. We'll get with you on a time to bring you on, and we'll walk through them. But that was super, super kind, man.
Did I find any bottles I didn't remember having? Yes.
You could tell, especially the espresso nook felt like it has not been it. Like I don't think you've had espresso in a while. Or coffee, you haven't had the bourbon under the espresso in a while.
Yeah, I have coffee every day. I have espresso every day, but the maybe the Jack sees action, but the third back shelf on the bottom of that is, I did not know I had a 1792 full proof. That was basically full. I didn't know I had a Green River pick back there. That was kind of, I'm pretty good with like knowing
that after you, was there anything that like after, you obviously, you kind of get it all out and you realize, oh, I've got that. You're like, man, I'm going to try this. I haven't tried it in a while. Like,
yeah, we did that with one show. Didn't we hack like early on of like things we haven't tried or it was like some prompt. Yeah. And I pulled the JT Melick back out, the full proof, and it was killer. I love that.
Yeah, so you went back to that one after, but yeah. So but you're telling me though, the scattering of the sample bottles on the floor was not a setup for the video.
No, because the only thing was I looked in here and I was like, I'm gonna have to clean this. And I'm like, no, so I could have put them so I keep my samples in the Glencairn. The large Glencairn.
But you keep them in the Blanton's bit you did when you put them all. Is that where you normally keep your samples in there? Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And so you had dumped it out, and you're like, this is authentic. This is genuine. This is real, right? Like,
yeah. That's it. Because it's like if we're hanging out and we're doing like a blind or something that we do sometimes. And then you want to search for samples. I mean, heck, you've got more than me. Like, I pour them out on the floor.
So Anthony wants to know, he says, one question that he has is there were several bottles you didn't care for. What do you usually do with ones you aren't happy about? Yeah. What do you do with those?
Yeah. So that's what's right behind me on the floor. Mostly is either like shelfers I got a long time ago that I was like, or and I just keep them. I I have some colleagues, some of the like younger guys on my team that they're into bourbon, and sometimes I'll give them some stuff. So I kind of like, for those getting into things, I think that's fun, right? It's like, hey, don't break the bank. Try this out if you like it. I keep them around.
Yeah.
So
we all get in the chat. Let me know if you have any other questions for Mac. But like the number of times that you pulled something out and I was like, oh, what is this? Like, whoa, what is, like, I thought I kind of knew everything you had. Like, you had some sneaky ones in there.
Yeah, and was it as tater-ish as you like? I know, like, I guess tater is hard to define.
Yeah, no, I think you're. I think if we're comparing, because and I think this was a cool thing, right? So it's funny because we were with Todd and we had them on our show on Sunday, and they were like, oh, you know what, we need to do this, and Andy was talking about how he has a container full of whiskey. Like, it would just, I think it's a super interesting concept to kind of go through. At least I think us whiskey nerds find it fun. I'm going to do something in the coming weeks where Matthew, that we're going to go through his whiskey collection, and it'll be another, like, you think I have a nice setup,
Matthew,
you just wait. Yeah, it's nice. But I think the thing is like, people, you do all this, collecting and drinking of your whiskey, and you do kind of want to like share it with your friends. You kind of want to show it to them, so it's, I enjoyed like doing it a lot. I hope you did. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. And like, I am like, I think like you'll see here. And yes, so Tim turns his less desirable bottles into caramel sauce as Christmas present. That's a great idea.
That's a good idea.
CJP Incredible Tour. Thank you, Corey. I will rewatch. You do not have to rewatch it, but thank you. GoFundMe's been started for Mack's new shelf. Yeah.
All of us. Yeah. We're going to care for your bottles.
Dave. Yeah. So you'll see, I think most of my bottles are open. That's the reason I don't really have these for, I don't really have them to like show, or like, I just like trying. Okay, Anthony, give it to me straight. It was kind of tatery considering the sheer amount of Kentucky and MGP. That said, I'm pretty guilty. Yeah, you're right. In that case, yes. Love me some MGP.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is interesting though. Like, I think you have obviously gravitated more recently towards a lot of the take stuff, and like almost every time you touch the take bottle, you're like, oh, this one's, you could sense your emotion about those. Like and I know that you met Jay, you poured at his event. He was very kind to you. And after you volunteered, he hooked you up with some bottles. Like, which is super awesome. And he's a really great dude. But yeah, you can kind of sense it. Like, that's probably where your heart is right now. Would you say, like, with a lot of the stuff Jay's doing?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's right. I didn't really thought about that, but I guess considering the sheer amount on the top, shelf is, I do take his picks seriously, and I don't know if we've really had a dud. If anything, I think they've been like maybe palette differences, but for the most part, his stuff is a buy if I'm interested in that brand. Sure. But then the Reveries, I've just been so impressed with. And the Raven, so I'm a huge fan. I think that is that. And then also, I don't know if you heard, but like that Still Austin, like the Still Austin stuff, I'm loving that. Thank you to you for introducing me to that.
And by the way, I didn't realize how much I had sent you.
Yeah, I know.
It was like, oh, thank you, Hack. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no. But like, that's what's cool, like, about our friendship. I think it's cool is that, like, I don't know. I don't keep score. I don't think you keep score. I think we just find that, like, oh, I really want to share this with my friend, and I don't know, man. I'm maybe it's a little sappy, whatever, but like, man, I've
You're
really
all good.
enjoyed becoming friends with you. I want you to know that, like, and so it does my like I don't know, like it does my heart good. Like you, oh, well, thank you. Like me seeing you get to them, I'm like, oh wow, yeah. And I know that you cracked that Still Austin live on Sunday night, and it wasn't live. You know, you'd filmed it earlier, but yeah, no, not to be sappy or anything, but like I just, man, I've enjoyed our friendship a lot. And I
Oh
know we
man,
tease each other and
I
stuff,
love
but
it.
like you mean the world to me. I hope you know that. And
Oh
so going
yeah,
through the whiskey and seeing you, you know, like that's what I want to do, man. I just want to make, I don't know.
yeah.
I love to give things to my friends, see if they like it. And so just know that, man.
Well, thank you. I feel the same way, and that's the cool. I think that is cool where you're like, you go through your bottles, and you're like, oh yeah, like Tim, I was with Tim and we took the tour, or like you
Yeah.
hack sent me that, or I've got, samples, from Wes and from Robert, like it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing.
Yeah. See, Corey says something here that I think is kind of interesting. And it's, I had this too a little bit where a mental hurdle wants to have some bottles to open with others. So we all try it. It's like, I do too. Like, I feel that way too. Like I've got several bottles where, man, I'd like to like, and Corey, we do some things and we're talking about this some is like, how do we build our community out and how do we, like what is the next step for us as like a whiskey community? And we're a part of several and we overlap, and do we need our own or do we not? And like, so we're talking a lot about it, but like the groups we're in, a lot of times a lot of us will get a bottle around the same time. We'll jump on a Discord call and everybody
Yep.
will open it at this, like this one right here, which is
That was
the
every, yeah.
like you got it, then I got it, a bunch of basement dwellers got it. I think I'm not sure if Tim and Ed got it, but like Ed has it. But it's like,
Yeah.
you all kind of get it around the same time, so you can kind of talk about it and share and discuss. And I don't know, that's just kind of what goes down, right? And it's like, but also I have this mental hurdle too, where if I have too many bottles open, I worry about like, am I gonna get
Yeah.
to it in time? And you seem to not like
Well,
you're like open them all, like you're like Pokemon.
Well, yeah, there are. I mean, you could tell like the dusty ones, the old rip, like that. Those aren't open. Your bottles will. I mean, it's science. It's your bottles. There will be oxidation that occurs. The taste will change. So I know a lot of this will happen, and I'll just eventually have to kind of start drinking them, or but it is what it is. So. I'd rather.
So this is Pat. He says he knows what samples to ask you to send now.
I know.
Tim says he needs an MGP count on the screen with a minimum amount required to be able to wear the MGP sweatshirt.
I know.
Yeah, we should have a qualification for that shirt. We really should.
If I would have really thought about that and just counted every MGP and a ding happened, and then
the MGP
also above turkey, yeah, that would have been something. I don't even know.
It'll be interesting to come back like a year from now, and like, because that's why I kind of labeled mine the year, because I thought, man, it'd be cool. Like a year from now, let's come back and let's see, like, what have I acquired? What am I still sipping on? What did I get rid of? Like that,
yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Since I shot that, this is added, and then I was gonna crack this maybe on stream, the new Sazerac Rye 100 proof.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Before we head out, or you can head out, obviously, Hack, whenever you'd like.
Yeah. Anthony says the next couple of years for NDPs is going to be crazy. In 22, Nulu was slinging 5-year MGP for 100 plus, and now we got 10 years. Hey, Anthony's not lying. Like I was in Orlando, and I've got a hunt video coming that I think you guys will enjoy, where I was at MDP Liquor, and don't want to give it all away, but I found some older MGP that was like $120. It's like 12-year, like stuff, so it's, yeah, he's right. Like it's out there. Let's see.
Whiskey Uncensored, our guy just got a foul language tag.
Oh no!
Keep using the foul language there.
Oh no! Anthony, it's okay to have closed bottles. We're probably over regardless. Open, yeah. Anthony, it is. It's like when is too much. But I think that's why like having a local whiskey group is a really great idea because you can do bottle shares. You can have people over. We do the orphan table thing, like when we do our shares. So it's pretty cool. Oh, look, Robert's killing a Knob Creek 12 in honor of your Florida whiskey. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Gandy says he was surprised by how few brands you actually had. You seem to know your palate well and dive into those head first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Think I kind of thought, Gandy, that I had a lot of different brands, but I guess there's a lot out there. Actually, that's a great question. What am I missing? So you heard my take on Four Roses.
Yeah.
I know there's some people that have it all. I'm good with a couple, and but yeah, I think I do now.
I think you do know your palate well, though. You know what you like, and you know if it's in your wheelhouse or not. But like, if I'm sitting here and just thinking of some stuff that that I thought you might have versus what but I think your whiskey journey, right? You're getting to this point. I'm getting close there too. You're not looking for the stuff that just everybody has. You're kind of looking for some things that are special and different, right? And like I don't know, like maybe some West Coast stuff. Do you? Well, you definitely don't have Frey because you don't like Frey.
Yeah, I've not had a ton of Frey, but the Frey, I know you're going to cause an uproar here. I just maybe have had not enough of Frey.
And then did you have any Redwood Empire? I didn't remember seeing any.
I had one. It's the Emerald Giant cast strength, which is that's a rye lover's rye.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I don't have any of the Woodinville. I've been close to buying that, but I hear some mixed things on that. What else is West?
Did you have any Stranahans? I don't remember if you had.
No, my single malt stuff is I'm sticking to Old Line. That's my single malt. I feel comfortable there, and I'm kind of not. You heard my take on Cedar Ridge, but
that one was really great. Top Rack. Oh, hey, no, welcome in, Tap Rack. Hey, I just want to call him out for a minute. He was in our comments, and he is a military veteran, and I just want to honor him and say thank you for being here and thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you.
Tap Rack Stack Studios. He was talking in our comments and was going to try to catch us next time. So, man, thank you for your service. Thank you for being here and joining us. Corey says he seems to sip the lesser good bottles, get rid of them instead of drinking the better open bottles. How do you feel about that?
I seem to sip my lesser good bottles. Yeah, that's called self-discipline. And I don't have as much of that as you, Corey, I guess. I find myself trying to do that, and then I'm like, oh, and I look over here and I grab the thing. Or that's a good point, though.
You know what's interesting too is I hardly ever drink without hanging with you or some of the basement dwellers or Tim or Ed or like, and usually what drives what I'm going to have is just like conceptually or mentally. I grabbed that Chattanooga pick because like, oh, I'm getting on with Mack. I'm going to grab.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's just kind of in my head. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to grab that. And then I grabbed the Remus because I was like, I'm on, I don't know. I think sometimes it's about, because I think a lot of my love for whiskey is about the community side. So I'm whoever I'm with, I'm like, but then like if I get into a spot where I'm like, man, I just want to grab something I love, then it's the Knob Creek 12 or it's just something that I love, right? And I'm going to keep on the shelf all the time.
Yep.
Robert says he's going to rewatch just to make a list of what you need to bring to Texas in October when you come visit us.
That's the danger there. Now you guys know. Well, you don't know what's behind me in the thing. Oh yeah.
Are you hiding anything? Is there anything that like that you've got that you missed showing on camera that you feel like I should have shown this?
No, I mean, I think my most precious. Well, first of all, I did not even call you out on the Wild Turkey 12 Dusty, which you found for me. So thank you.
You're welcome.
That is my most prized bottle. I showed that. Then I think in the back I have a Stag Junior like early batch that I picked up back in the day, like for like $50. That's special to me just because it was like right when I started to get into like some of the like higher proof stuff. I think I showed that, but yeah, I think I showed most of it.
Yeah, you're very transparent. So Barrel King, Corey wants to know which batch that one is that you got.
This is the brand new 12 Summers Matt Porter's 12 Summers MGP High Rye 12-year blend, 110 proof, and it is. I said this when we just got on. It's incredible. You can see it's like peach rings. It is like peach cobbler. It's delicious.
That sounds.
This is my second Barrel King. I have one from that you saw on the stream if you're watching, which is a cast strength wild turkey, which obviously I love. Yeah. This is my first like Matt Porter.
Yeah, for the good people that that maybe you're just starting to watch us and you're just catching up here, because we picked up quite a few viewers since we started. We've doubled in live viewers, so I just want to do a quick check-in for everybody. Is that okay, Mac? Do I do that real quick?
Do it. I love it.
So just a quick catch-up. I'm Hack. This is Mac. If you're just your first time ever joining us, we started this whiskey channel about almost 4 months ago, and we're just friends that live in Mac lives in DC, I live in Houston, and so we remotely have hung out a lot. We've hung out in person a lot. We've done some picks together, and so we started this journey together. And I shot a video of my home collection, Mac, which your short is like that is like your short is literally like a thing of art. Like it's that freaking good, right?
The one of me looking at your review.
Just the disgust of like when I say like, oh, I don't have enough space, and you're like, what the?
Yeah, it is crazy. It's in this small of a place having this, and into my bedroom.
Yeah. But that like living in DC versus living in Houston suburbs is a whole different animal, like, right? But when you said we're gonna go to the bedroom, Tim was like, he sleeps with his whiskey, like.
Oh, I should have had like some bottle. I should have had some buff turkey in my bed,
all laid out. Put a little lingerie on it. Like, if Penelope X, she might be laying in that bed.
I know you loved that.
But so one thing I want to update everybody too, Barrel King, just to tell you guys a little bit about that, because I've been doing some research, and I want to shout out a channel that they probably don't even know we exist, but they do the best whiskey documentaries you can ever watch.
It's the best.
And they're called Whiskey Land. So check them out on YouTube. If you want to learn about Barrel King, they kind of do a whole documentary on it. It is fantastic. That documentary is incredible, Mac.
Okay, you're right. Also, I'm gonna put this in the chat, and we are not connected at all to them, and we don't get any royalties. This bottle's still available, and you do not have to be a part of Barrel King, and it's expensive, but it is one of the best MGP pours I've ever had. Okay.
So we're saying that is that a relatable Mac whiskey? Is it relatable? Is it?
Here it goes.
When you say it's expensive, like give us like how much is it?
It is $179 before shipping. It's a 12-year MGP blend. So we can talk about oh god. Oh shit.
Oh, come on. No, hey, do not hit that rack very hard. Every time you get on, I'm gonna get nervous. Every time you grab something that rack, do not. Can we? Oh, jeez.
It's all good. The referee's just shaking a little bit up there, but
yeah, this is. We've got to do something with this show. We really do. Swear to God.
This is a 12-year MGP from Short Barrel, or they bought Old Forth. This was 129. So yes, it's a little more, but it is Matt Porter does an incredible job. So Whiskey Land's killing it. You got to watch all their stuff if you'd like to be on the Whiskey Tube. If you're on here and you're watching us, please watch them. They're much better.
Yeah, so another shout out. He gave us a shout out once, or a couple times, was Jason with Mash and Drum, who has like 100,000 subscribers, one of the biggest whiskey tubers out there, also one of the best at doing it. He is moving his new whiskey brand over to Barrel Kings, and I think he's there this week working on it, if I understood him correctly.
Yes, he is. Yeah,
that's a little bit about Barrel King. They're going to have some really special stuff soon. So if you've never heard of them, check them out. I don't have one yet, but it's on the radar for me. So it would be amazing. Sweet Cindy wants to know if you have a lot of National Guard patrolling your area.
Yeah, so I live about less than a mile from the Capitol building, so I'm very close to everything. They are mostly down in the National Mall, which is in like it's. I've not really noticed it, and they're in weird places. So I've seen them, but then I haven't seen them in places where maybe they should be.
Well, we got a guest that's going to come up
Yeah.
and chat with us a little bit. This is one of
Who-
our very own basement dwellers. I think he's actually coming to hang with you, and I'm not jealous at all. I'm not jealous at all. But let's bring him to the stage. It's young Matthew. How are you, sir?
I'm good. What's going on? Sorry, I'm a
Yeah.
little. My camera's a little close here, even though it's farther away from me. I'm not used to the setup on
That's right. We
YouTube
wanna see
Live
into
over
your
here.
soul. We want to see into your soul, Matthew.
And my head's big enough. Yeah, I don't need to take up the whole screen.
So I think Matthew, you might be like the first whiskey friend to visit my whiskey lair.
I'm honored. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a
Now
good
that
time.
you've seen the whiskey collection, Matthew, what are you going for? Like, what are you saying, Matt? Give me. You know, of course, you're not going to be that guy. You're the guy that's going to wait. But let's phrase it a different way. What is the pour out of the whiskey collection? You're like, man, I hope he offers me one of those.
Honestly, I'll be happy with any of those peerless distillery picks that,
Oh,
that
yeah.
I've had before, because any of them that I've had have just been killer. I know they get some flack for the price, but I mean, I don't think you can beat them for what's in the bottle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mac, do you have of those peerless picks? Do you have a favorite child out of those?
Right now, it's that blackberry shortbread rye, and it's going fast. Yeah, it's incredible. Matthew, what did you? Any thoughts on any surprises? Because we talk a lot about whiskey. Any surprises in my collection? Any?
Yeah. What were your takes, Matthew? What were your hot takes?
I was surprised, like, not that this may come off bad, but I was surprised by the lack of Buffalo Trace, just because of like how popular they are, around. I mean, the whiskey industry as a whole. And I know you being a turkey head and a Jack Daniels guy, those would probably be a lot more so. But I mean, I didn't see barely any. I mean, besides the few high end bottles at the end, barely anything from Buffalo Trace.
And I've been Buffalo Trace early on, like 2010 was like when I started really getting into it, and I liked Stag Junior back then, and that was that, and like Weller Antique back when you could get it in the big thing. And then I was just kind of like, and I'll come back to it, and like each other small batch you saw in our blind, I like, Eagle Rare, I'm like, it's just kind of boring to me. I even tried some of the LE stuff, except for sample. Thank you to Mike, William Weller 22. That is a top level pour, but other than that, so I think you're right. I don't have a ton of it.
So Tim brings up a good question. Where does Matthew sleep while he's there? I'm just curious.
Well, I'm offering him the couch, but I also have a blow up mattress that we can put in the living room. That's right by the whiskey nook, espresso nook.
Yeah, couch is fine with me. I'm good. I'm low maintenance.
Right by the Jack Daniels. I'm putting you right by the Jack Daniels.
I think wherever I'm at, I'll be within arm's reach of whiskey, so I'll be good. Yes.
Here's the convenient thing. Here's the very convenient thing. I know you're Irish. We could have Mac put a little Irish whiskey in the espresso nook. You just reach over and you push the espresso button. Grab the Irish whiskey, and you don't even have to get Irish whiskey in bed, self-served. I think this could be tremendous.
We got to replace the water reservoir in there too with half of Irish whiskey, so
that's right.
Irish coffee as you go.
You don't have any Irish? Did you have any Irish whiskey? Did I miss any Irish whiskey?
So I did. So that's the thing. There is a close your ears, Matthew. There's a Scotch back there and behind me. I don't have Irish, but Matthew's blind was really eye-opening for me with Irish whiskey, where I've discounted it in the past, and there's some things I really liked. So I need to get me a bottle, and so maybe we can
bring a little background for the peeps.
Hi.
The little background for the peeps. Part of our whiskey community in the Houston Basement Dwellers, shout out to my homeboys, is that we do kind of rotating blinds, and we've adopted Mac as a basement dweller. He is a basement dweller, so
thank you.
But we rotate around different blinds, and so Matthew a few weeks back did a Irish whiskey blind, and there were 2 flights, right, Matthew? 2 flights.
Yeah, I centered one around Middleton, so Redbreast, Middleton, Spot whiskeys, and then the other one was kind of a hodgepodge of some really, I guess you would, on an Irish whiskey scale, consider to be craft distillers as their
Yeah.
equivalent in the U.S., which I figured not many people would have a chance of trying. So yeah.
Yeah, and so and then I was at the Disney Springs thing, and they have that Irish pub. Kind of love their fish and chips. So I took a picture this week of the Irish whiskeys available, and Matthew put me on a banger. So
nice.
I think Redbreast. What have Redbreast? What I don't remember what I had.
Scow,
But,
I think you had, yeah.
yeah. But it was delicious. And one of my life's great regrets is not doing that Irish whiskey blind with you guys, because I think I missed out. But
Yeah, you missed out.
Oh. Well, when
I
you
can't
come
believe-
over to do the hunt my house before I get roasted on the internet, you can take some samples.
Oh yeah, no, this brings up a very good point. So,
Yes.
so we're gonna hunt Matthew's house. And just curious, man, after seeing my video, Mack's video, how are you feeling about doing this? Are you any reservations? Or you?
Oh,
think
I'm
you're gonna-
royally screwed because there's so many unopened bottles because I just can't get to them. I think Anthony made a good point earlier, of saying, about like overspending or overindulging in buying bottles and not getting through them quick enough, and that is like me to a T. So that's gonna be I'm gonna get some flack for that. I have some good stuff open. I also have some stuff I'm trying to work through to just get them out of there. And I tell you what, that next orphan table is gonna be full of my stuff, and nothing's gonna be leaving with me. So
Yeah.
Wait, so explain the orphan table.
So in theory, it was you bring a bottle.
This
Put
is
it
at our
down.
bottle share. This is
Yeah.
at the this is at our bottle share. Yeah.
And then you take a bottle that interests you that someone else put down. And we had two tables, one for unopened bottles that you're like, I'm never going to drink this, I'm never going to get to it. And then we had another one of open bottles, which you don't really like. Well, the first time we tested it out was at my house, and that ended up being a dumping ground for everyone's bottles. And then no one took any bottles.
Nobody.
So then I just had a
dumped
table
it.
full of bottles of like the most heinous concoctions that you could ever cook up. So I was left with those. So yeah, they're gonna reappear at the next.
You know what would be? You know what we'll do the next time we have I think we're going to Roberts in October, and if we do that again, what I'll do is at the end of the night I will film all the leftover orphan barrels and I will drain pour them all.
Yeah.
And we'll just say this is a drain pour, this is a drain pour, because if nobody wants to take it home and it's free whiskey, that's a drain pour, my friend. That is a true drain pour. So yeah. One comment was made earlier I want to ask you, Mack, is some people were surprised by the Four Roses hate. You want to expand on that a little bit?
I don't know what it is. I have a couple of the master distillers picks, like you saw, like some older stuff, some higher proof stuff. And the Four Roses, it just didn't excite me. Like, I'll say this, inoffensive, right? Like, and I can drink it, but like, I think it's just one of those bottles, and I have three. I have a pick and I have two master distiller picks, and I'm like, yeah. So I don't know what that is. Maybe I just don't have the right ones, but that's me. So
yeah, Sweet Cindy says she's never had one that was a must buy again.
Yeah.
So far, my favorite is the OESO. Cindy, I'd be interested if that OESO is the 100 proof or a single barrel.
Yeah.
So I have my
That's your favorite, right?
Yeah. Well, I have a master's distiller pick that I got in December that is an OESO that I drank almost the whole bottle, and I had to kind of stop because I got to where I was like, man, I got to save some of this because I really, really like it. And I haven't gone back to it in a while, but I have an OESO master distiller pick that I think is incredible, but I don't like everything from Four Roses. And apparently, Mack, you had a master distiller pick that you opened after our last trip. You're like, yeah, it wasn't all that.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly how I feel. And the OESO 100 proof shelfer I do have at my work bar. That maybe I need to do that hunt next. My work bar.
I think the longer that your collection goes on, the more impressive your work bar becomes. Like I think
I know
you may be able to have a work bar that attracts top talent in the industry of whatever industry you're in. Where like, yeah, guys, there's this idiot that collects like all these buff turkeys, and he's giving away Four Roses single barrels.
Yeah. Seriously, I do take anyway. Long story, but the OESO 100 proof I actually think is a good sipper. So,
Yeah.
do you want me to get into this one? This could be.
Yeah.
This could be. Is this the budget bottle of the year? $35. Let's see. Is this going to focus? Come on, baby.
For a liter at 100 proof?
At 100 proof. So 90 proof is the Sazerac, which I've always really liked. It's a it's for a cocktail. They have the Sazerac cocktail on the back. I'll show it to you. It's also a beautiful bottle. Is Buffalo Trace. So I kind of got mad when I saw this because it was right after the Eagle.
I was about to say you kind of shit on this when it first came out, and now you're like, I feel like you're trying to fluff it. Like I feel you're fluffing it a little here.
I might. So if you think about what they did with Eagle Rare 12, right? 10 proof points, 2 years. I don't know if there's no age statement on here. Maybe they said in the media kit, whatever. We don't get a media release of anything.
Oh, you didn't get it in your media kit? You didn't get. Let me see if I can.
No, I didn't. But 100 proof. Let's do it. $35. $35. Great nose. Just like
a liter of Sazerac for $35. I mean,
yeah,
and 100 proof. Wow. I'm impressed. I mean, yeah, guys. If you haven't had Sazerac, like this is Sazerac, but it's got more viscosity. I wish I had the 90 proof here. That might be a good video. I really like that
you're trying to be a man of the people tonight. I really do. But like,
it's all part of my trying to rebrand after my Buff Turkey branding.
This is a rebranding of Mack right now. After we saw the collection, everything that he's got, this man's opening a $35 liter bottle. How about that for man of the people?
Turning a new page.
That's right.
There you go. Sweet Sydney makes a good point. She said the 10 proof points make a big difference, and then Taprack also said that the Eagle Rare 12, it's only 5 points, and he really wished it was
5 proof points.
Oh yeah,
he wishes it was a 101.
Yeah. So Taprack, I did a Eagle Rare 12 comparison to all the other 12 video, and you may have seen it, but I couldn't agree more. I wish it was 101 proof. But people that are like, oh, the Eagle Rare 12 is not really better than the 10, I think they're wrong. I think the 12 is noticeably better than the 10. But yeah, definitely. I wish it had been 101. And I think it was at one point in time. I think they missed the mark with that. But, they got to look at it and do the math, right? And they're like, if we proof it down to here, this is the yield that we can get, and they're no dummies, right? So they're just looking at it from a financial standpoint of like how many barrels can they put out,
Yeah. Well, and they were letting us last weekend at the drop I was at with Robert. When we went in the store, they were pouring 12 and 10 side by side and giving free samples to everybody that was coming through, so you could taste. And like the 12 had a lot more of that oak impact, even for only being 2 more years. And I got a lot more fruit and what am I trying to say? But yeah, on the 10.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good. I'm graduating to this point too, where on my whiskey I need the oak. I need a little oak. Like if I don't have it and I don't have enough of it, I don't. And that's this Raven batch 2 that I'm having. So thank you, Mack, again for teaching me about Raven, because you spurred something in my mind, because I get a little blackberry cobbler on this Raven batch 2. So when you were talking about that Peerless, I was like, man, what do I have that's even close to that? And that's this one. And God, it's such a great pour.
Blackberry is an awesome note when you get it. It's very rare. I get that note.
I get it on this for days, man.
Let me finish. Let me just kind of put my final summary judgment on this. This is skip benchmark. Don't do it. I'm sorry. Sazerac, this 100 proof, the whole benchmark line goes out the window, in my opinion. Full proof everything. I'm telling you, I'm a fan. $35 and it's a liter. Man of the people. Relatable. I mean it though. I do mean it. It's really good. It's good.
Relatable moment of the month for this stream.
Yeah. We're gonna make that a short.
It's so good, man. Yeah, I think, and I had to like, cause I was getting home from the airport, so I had to check in with the family for a little bit, and had it up and I was playing, but I was watching. I think I was surprised that we didn't spend more time talking about buff turkey. I just felt like,
yeah,
like Tori said, he thought that would have been 39 minutes of the video, but
So they were sort of hidden in certain brands, and then there was one that I am close to like a bottle kill, and I gave one to a good friend that had about a quarter left because they'd never had one, and yeah, so I think they're starting to kind of my buff turkey's starting to kind of dwindle. Yeah. Does anyone have the new Sazerac? I feel like it just dropped and it's mostly in restaurants.
I haven't seen it. No,
I don't think we've seen it around Houston yet, or at least but I haven't been around hunting in a little bit, so it may be.
One cool thing about DC is that you can buy bottles from bars based on our laws. And so there's a little bar near my place that puts bottles in their window that they sell, and that's where I found it. So
sweet.
I also found a Wild Turkey 70th there one day, which was awesome.
What's the markup like on the bottles from bars like that? Because obviously they're not going to charge by the ounce, but
no, they sell them like for MSRP from like.
Oh, okay, so almost like another liquor store.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Like not all of them do, but the ones that I like, this was 35. So
awesome.
John says he hadn't seen the new Saz in Ohio yet. Yeah, it's interesting. Too is like I've been talking to people about, like where they live, the states. It's like they don't see stuff that we like. Buffalo Trace, Green Label Weller. Like there's certain states that still don't get that, and we literally have it everywhere. Is it everywhere in DC too, Mac?
Which thing?
The Green Label Weller and like Buffalo Trace.
So, it's starting to get out there more. It's still overpriced. DC is a terrible place, liquor store wise. Although I think the Wellers are coming back a little closer in certain places. But you guys
have get flooded
lucky lately.
It's very geographic, even within the Houston area. Because I was talking to one of the guys about this at the drop last weekend. Central and South Houston seem to get a whole bunch of Weller 12. Can't find it on the north side, like up north by me. But you can find 107 probably 2 or 3 times a month all day long. So it's just It's really strange how they distribute it.
It is strange. Yeah. Taprack says that he uses Benchmark Full Profit Old Fashioned. That's a good call. And Whiskey Sour is a very good call. I haven't seen the Saz 100. I'll be honest about like Rise in general. When it gets a little cooler in Houston, like it never gets cold, right? But it gets a little cooler out. I like to dabble around with old fashioned recipes. I like to make different simple syrups, and I typically have found that I like rye in my old fashions more than bourbon because the rye spice helps balance out the sweetness for me.
Yeah.
So, and I don't like a lot of sweetness on my old fashions because I'm a neat drinker most of the time now, and so that's something I like. I bet that Saz 100 would be a pretty damn good old fashioned.
Oh yeah, it would. And like, let me just, because I am starting to lean into Rise a bit more. So for those who don't like Rise, and I said the whole benchmark comment, let me just preface that. I'll say, how like maybe Sazerac as a rye is like a Sprite versus a Coke for bourbon. Like where there's not mint. Mint is not the note, but it's like kind of getting close to something like crisp, refreshing pine, but not like it's still a bourbon drinker's rye. So
yeah. I've got a Whistle Pig 10-year rye that the only time I drink it's in old fashions. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what this is. I think it's actually I'm very, I don't know. Now I'm talking to Buffalo Trace. They did a really good thing here. So
well,
it's been a while since
you shit on it when they released it. Now you're like,
I know.
This is good. This is
I
good.
know. I was expecting like a $75 price or something, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Corey says he wished he would have started compiling a bottle selection when he was around your age. How old do you think Mac is? Because he's like, this is interesting. And I was so clueless. Did you mean Matthew? I think he meant Matthew is what he meant. Then I was so clueless. I only had a handful of bottles that I kept drinking them and replacing. Yeah. 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 Corey, you're confused. Matthew's a young one. Just making sure you're clear. Yeah. Connecticut was a very rough market for whiskey unless you were near the New York City border, and even then markups were crazy. Yeah. It's totally nuts.
the Northeast, yeah.
Taprack says, pro tip on whiskey sours. And I'll tell you, Taprack, I like the idea of whiskey sours. I just haven't made a lot of them, but he said all sours use egg whites.
That's some work. I mean, I guess you use the little
I gotta think egg whites are a little more healthy for you. You're not be breathing as heavy if you have to shoot a video.
Frother? That's the word, frother.
Frother.
Oh, yeah. Not a fluffer, but a frother. They're very similar.
I assume you pasteurize your egg whites before you put that in there. Tap rack. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with egg whites.
Froth. You'll be fine.
I'm kidding.
It's going into alcohol. You'll be good.
Sweet Cindy says Sagamore cask strength and
yes.
And JD single barrel. Cindy, I gotta tell you, JD single barrel, like really good store picks are so good. I agree. And then I guess Mac, that pick that I bought this week of the Sagamore 9-year store pick, is it cask strength?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna show it on Sunday when we stream, but I had a pretty my back is not watching this. I had a pretty good bottle haul that I brought back from Orlando. Like it's a really
That's what I'm hearing. I was gonna try to bring it up, but I didn't want to like blow your stuff up, man. But like
that.
I know.
We'll talk about it Sunday. But yeah, so I have a pretty good size bottle haul from Florida. It's hiding in my luggage right now because I'm waiting for Mama Hack to go to bed, and then I'll get it out. So
that's clever. That's clever.
Yeah, very clever. So I don't know if that, but I am excited because I did a Sag 9 pick. We got more tips from Taprack. He says, use the egg beaters and froth, and then you can dry shake. I feel like Taprack is like above my level when it comes, because part of these words I don't understand, but I'm into it.
I just think dry shaking can cause chafing, so just be careful.
No chafing. We want no chafing. No chafing allowed. I'm glad that you're concerned of people being chafed.
Chafed? Chafe. What are you saying?
I don't know.
Chafe?
Chafed?
Chafe, right?
It's chafe. It's chafe, yeah.
Chafed? Chafed.
I didn't know if that was like a Texas thing.
No, it's chafed. Mac, you're good.
It's chafing. It's chafing, but if you've been... If it's past tense, if it happened before, it's chafed.
Shit. Okay. Maybe that's there you go. That's
made that up. Totally just made that up.
That's a South. Wait, are you guys South Texas? I don't even know what you say. If I call you guys South Texas, is that right or wrong?
Wrong.
We're East.
What are you? What are you? You're down there though. But I guess the south part of Texas, it gets really
tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's
if
tough.
You ask
it's like
anyone else, I'm South
same
Dallas.
thing happens when people talk about North Texas, because the North Texas is really kind of the panhandle, but people will talk about Dallas as North Texas, but there's a whole nother shoot off north. I don't know. It's tough.
The quality content you get here.
Debating Texas geography.
Texas geography 101. Welcome everyone. We just
have this figured out.
I'm so sorry.
With taking Texas history and geography like mandatory in school, but hey, we still don't got it down. Yeah, true. This is like Step Brothers.
So I'm gonna go from this as right.
I just hold on, time out. Sweet Cindy, North Texas. Denton is not North Texas.
I started.
There's more.
I knew I should have said
northern parts of Texas than Denton.
You open a can of worms.
I can't. You ask anyone anyway.
Houston is dirty south. Yeah, that's true with the F too.
But you're not South Texas.
No,
we're just Houstonians. I guess. I'm actually not even from. Ooh, look at you with the river roots.
So this is 95.5
fresh crack.
95.5 river roots. 13-year 95.5. 105 proof after the fad.
Cindy, yes, that is where North Texas is. as a university, but that does not mean that there are not more northern parts of Texas.
Robert's saying Brownsville, the troll. Okay.
We're now a Texas pod.
John says Houston is South. They just haven't come to grips with it.
We'll do a Tennessee segment next.
Yeah.
Just
There we go. Greater
Tennessee's
Nashville area.
It's just one strip. It's like Tennessee is like the what is it? The tramp stamp of the United States. It's just one tramp stamp tattoo. That's what Tennessee is. Just goes right across there.
I have nothing. I can't respond. I don't know what to say to that.
Tennessee is the tramp stamp of the United
certain
States.
parts of Tennessee. Certain parts of Tennessee.
What do we have in there? What do we have in there? Let's get this. Can we get this show? Cindy, quit distracting me, please. Okay, River Roots.
13-year, 95.5 MGP. So it's interesting going to this after the says. This is not a bourbon drinker's rye. This is a grassy dilly boy.
Grassy dilly boy. Grassy boy. Yeah, so that one, I think, can you hold that up? Is that, so help me out with River Roots, because I just bought my first two this week. And does the wax mean anything? Like the color of the wax on River Roots, does it mean anything?
I'll be honest.
Roots. I'm brand new.
I am brand new too. We're both new to the roots. I feel like green would be a rye, but I have no clue.
Yeah, it feels natural.
Yeah. What do you got there, Matthew?
Yeah,
got because I wanted to bring this up because I know you mentioned you had this is the specs pick of JT Mellick.
Oh, a pick.
Yeah.
So throw that up there, young Matthew. Hold that.
There we go.
That's a nice
So
piano.
119.
Very nice piano. Can you play the piano?
I cannot play any instrument. I think that would.
Mack would like to know if you could play the skin flute when you come visit this weekend.
This is the level we go to.
Oh,
folks.
boy.
Welcome to the Hack and Mack Show.
We're losing people by the
You're
second.
just tuning in, guys. We just lost 20 years.
Which, by the way, we don't typically stream on a Tuesday.
But 21090 they took off, and we might as well be 21090 at this point.
They're gone.
I know. I just want to apologize to the true 21090 fans who tune in, want to see Todd and Andy, and then my face or your face pops up, and they're like, "Oh God, not these guys
again!" God Almighty. So Matthew, talk about JT Mellick. Tell us what you know about it.
So I don't know much.
Well, this is a great mod all around.
That's great.
I'm glad everyone's tuning in.
I walked into Specs and the manager I know was like, we got a JT Mellick pick today. I was like, well, what is it? And he's like, it's 100% rice whiskey from Louisiana. I was like, I'll give it a shot. Why not? So that's just kind of what happened.
I love it.
Yeah. That's excellent.
Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, everyone knows, Matthew, that in 1896, when John Mellick had the crazy idea to grow his first rice on 20 acres of marshland in South Louisiana, against the odds, the name Mellick became synonymous with Louisiana rice.
Okay.
Anyway, I just looked it up. But I have one of those.
Talking about Texas geography again, I think it'll be better than this. I think it will.
I will say though, the 100% rice, it is great. It tastes like a weeder to me. I don't know about Matthew. Did you think that?
Yeah. Well, so I was really skeptical because I'm not a huge Japanese whiskey fan, and I didn't know how similar it was going to be to that because of the rice base. Pleasantly surprised. If you put this in front of me, I couldn't tell you that it was rice whiskey. Like if you asked me to pick it out in a blind and say which one's the rice whiskey, I wouldn't be able to.
Hey, let's talk about this real quick. West Virginia Bourbon Guy brings this up, and I know you want to talk old line, but give me 1 second here, Matt, because you had a few things down in the espresso nook that were tumbling dice, and I saw that, and I was like, I have not had any tumbling dice.
Yeah.
He says Hughes Brothers Bella Bedford is a good 95.5. Also, everything tumbling dice is great. So what do we know about tumbling dice, Matt?
So Proof and Wood, and I'm actually, because I think they're somewhere up around me, because I could be wrong, Okay, so they are a Connecticut-based spirits company, and they have like your typical like, like the rum or whatever, but they have sourced, barrels as well. So if you've ever seen, have you guys seen like the Representative or the Senator?
Yes, the
Okay,
Senator. What are those?
yeah. So those are just the Representative is based on. I think those are like 4. Let me just make sure because you're putting me on the spot. I should know this,
We're
but
we're googling, guys. So give us a minute to Google. Hold on.
oh god. Anyway, it's just different age stated, basically MGP.
Okay.
So let's see. But you're right. Like I have 2 of them, and for the price of like $50-$60, they have really good barrels.
I see them hanging around every once in a while, and I just don't know enough to like go, oh, I'm going to grab it. I'm not, but interesting that to see. And that's the thing is like, man, there's so many different whiskey brands now. My God, there's so many.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, like you got to pick and choose. Like, what are you going to get into? What are you going to do? And once you kind of get into like this is like ASW, right? Like I really like that Georgia Heartwood, and we did the ASW Superfan show with Ed. I just bought another ASW that the weeded from them, and I think it's Encore that I bought, and I'm like, so and it was like a master distiller pick kind of thing, and I took a picture of it. I sent it to Ed. He's like, yeah. He goes, let me look. How old is that? That's probably a banger. And I'm like, okay, great. So it's like you start getting into these things, you start adding to your selection from that distillery, and it's like, oh shit, now I'm out of control. Now I have, 10 fiddlers or whatever. So, crazy.
I love it.
So you want to talk old line for a minute? Is that what you?
I do, but I have one more thing, and then I feel like we should maybe wrap here soon because Hack, I know you are.
Or if you guys want to hang out for a while, I do need to wrap soon, but yeah.
What should I pour from what you've seen tonight? What are you interested in that you saw?
Yeah, let's have the chat instead. Like, what are the what did you see in the selection?
Don't go crazy.
That you guys.
It has to be cracked, Matthew.
You knew where I was going with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He's wanted you to crack that little rip for a while. Yeah.
No, I was just messing with you.
Wow. Corey says there's a crazy stat that like 10 years ago there were less than 200 distilleries. Now there's over 3,000. Yeah. And when we were talking with Todd and Andy on Sunday, it dawned on me that like you've got kind of similar thing in bourbon and whiskey that happened in the craft beer thing where you drive 20 miles from one city to the next and you pass 3 different craft distilleries no matter where you are in America because everybody was doing it. And it's interesting. So like one thing I do when I travel for work now is almost always I look and say, are there any distilleries that I've never heard of that are around or whatever? And do they have any local stuff? Is it worth checking? But it's interesting how many there actually are because it's like Corey says, like it's nuts. You got to wonder, does that come back into balance at some point? Because you can only have so many different brands in your small DC apartment.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
He's efficient with his space, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that's right. And for the most part, I can stick them in place. Anyway.
Don't finish that sentence.
Yeah, I said, yeah. I was typing some things tonight and Sweet Cindy caught me. But anyway, yeah, no, I think I don't know. I kind of think it's going to go where like the craft beer boom happened and now it's kind of settling, but I think there's still some really cool breweries and certain locales and it's like a community thing. I hope that for a lot of distilleries, right? Where you can go and they will be supported. They'll be able to function. They'll be able to profit. They'll be a part of their community. They might have some distribution. And then hopefully these freaking shipping laws change to where everyone can buy anything they want to get shipped to any state. That I think would be the great equalizer.
That would kind of, yeah. But I do think there's, you're going to see some balancing out though. You're going to see some whiskey brands that don't make it. Hashtag one more pour. Hashtag one more pour. This is it for me. I'm going to have one more pour.
They can be jealous over there.
I didn't see any recommendations, Mac. So
yeah, no one cares, but it's okay. It's been a lot of meat. It's been a
So,
lot of meat
Matthew,
tonight.
Matthew, what do you want him to try, Matthew? Since you're here,
What about those two, like 375s or sample size bottles that were from Pursuit? I don't know what the name was on
Oh
them.
yeah.
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So while he's
Yeah.
getting that, I have been thinking about this pour all week. I've been away from my home office here, and
What we got there?
it's my first ever. Here, I'll let's do this real quick. I'll block
Bottle
this
can?
out. This is my first ever Crittenden's. This is the toasted pecan finished in a sherry barrel,
Oh, nice.
and I think I'm and I bring this up too because young Matthew will be passing through on his way to Bruzel Fest. He's going to pass through the Crittenden's Distillery, and I'm
I'll
just
be
going to
taking
tell you,
orders.
Matthew, if they have this bad boy, you got to grab it. You have.
I
to.
will.
Do you have? Did you? You don't have this one, right?
I don't have any Crittendens. I've never even tasted any Crittendens.
Ah,
so
so be your first one. Be your
Yeah,
first
but
one. Okay.
based off what y'all have said, I'm probably gonna pick
Yeah.
up a couple bottles.
So hashtag one more pour. Last pour of the night for me is this Crittenden's. This is actually the 3.0. This is the toasted pecan with the Mississippi sippers, finished in sherry with toasted pecan staves, and I think it's probably my favorite toasted. And it's got everything I love. It's got pecan. It's got a sweetness. It's just I'm in love with it. So that's what I'm having right here, Matt. Because I've been thinking, you ever be away from you do this right? Because you go to Florida, and you've got part of your selection there, part in DC. You ever it's kind of like thinking about that girl, that you once. You're like, man.
Well, I would never think of any other girl but my current.
But Vero, of course. No.
Yeah.
Of course.
But no, I get what you're saying. You're like back in the day, young love, when you were a different person, just kind of like, you're not who you, and then, no, but I get, you're missing something.
Oh, this is good.
You're missing that.
My God, this is good.
That's such a good pour.
Oh my God, it's good. Okay, get into your, what are we going to do here, Mac? Because this is.
Well, I'm glad you asked about this. Chat. Do you have this?
Anvil. Old Anvil. This was part of the Pursuit
11
club,
summers
right?
old.
That you're not a part of.
Yeah, so I'm not a part of many clubs, but I am part of the P Club because I love them. And check out the Pursuit Club. They're great. This is part of their legacy collection. We probably have, I know we have one at least in the Houston group, Pat, who is a Pursuit, what do you call it? Ambassador?
Ambassador, that's Patrick. Yeah, weird whiskey in the chat. That is Patrick. He is an ambassador for Pursuit on the north side. I think last weekend he was pouring up some samples of Pursuit selections. And so, yeah.
And so I'm sure he has this to pour for everyone.
Yeah. Hey,
whenever you
pull that one out at the Costco.
Yeah.
Do you pull that
so
one
whenever
out?
you see Pat, whenever you see Pat there, ask him for Old Anvil sample because he's going to have it. So anyway, no, actually don't do that. That's mean because this is a release that they didn't put out a lot. Now I'm not being relatable. Okay. Anyway,
relatable Mac is dead.
Back to where we were. There we go.
Hashtag no more relatable Mac.
This is they have a bunch of, they found some old like Louisville brands that died, and they're sort of like resurrecting their brand through some of their like special release barrels. Old Anvil is one of them, and you're gonna love this, Matthew. This is yeah.
Is it like Huffin' Sharpies?
It is the best of Heaven Hill, baby. It's actually a little different. It's a little lighter. It's 119 proof. It is actually, now that you say it, I bet if you smelled it, you would get that, but I love this.
So I have a question though about this. Was this similar to like not the heart release, the cellar aged scenario where you didn't realize you were being sent it until you got an email to say it was on the way, or what?
I don't know what you're talking about there. But
no, that never happened.
Cellar age might be coming soon. Review coming soon. I don't know how they got there. Probably a media sample. But this I paid for. and it's really good. Oh yeah, can't even Pat can't even get a double oak for tasting.
I want to ask Taprack this, and Taprack,
Yeah.
you're new subscriber, and just want to thank you for listening to this mess that we are. First of all, tonight is an impromptu deal, but we just wanted to go live to help Mack's insecurities over him not being sure whether or not people would like his video. It was tremendous. It was very good, but also because we knew 21090 was not streaming, and man, we're just very thankful for you guys subbing to us and watching us. And Taprack says Noble Oak right now is what he's having, and it's rested in a sherry cask. I've seen Noble Oak around.
Yeah, I don't know much about them.
I don't know much about that. I haven't tried it, but this Toasted Pecan is in a sherry cask, and I think it's onto something. I think it's. He said he had to wait like 6 months for it to open up decently, though, and that can happen.
Yeah.
Have you had? It's been a while since you've had that Old Anvil. Has it changed any at all? Yeah.
I remember this being pretty tannic on first sip, which some of the Heaven Hill stuff can get really hot and drink pretty tannic. This drink's almost to its proof, 119. But it is now got a nice mellowed brown sugar note on it. I really like it.
Yeah. Nice. Corey wants to know, with the tremendous selection you have, is there one bottle that still pains you that you passed on over the years?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Great question, Corey.
That is a great question. I don't pass on many bottles, as you can tell, which is a problem. It is a problem, Corey.
I wanted you to say that so bad.
No, and you know what? I'm always going to be.
I wanted you to say that. Like, I was like, please say that, because it's so true.
Keeping it real.
When you don't pass on bottles, there's no regrets. Hashtag no regrets, bitches.
You know what? Life's too short to pass on bottles, baby. Get the LEs. Where's the Calumet 18? All right.
Corey, he's never passed on a bottle.
Okay. I think it's because I have so many and I don't pass on them that when I do pass on them, I'm like, oh, I'm glad. Like, I need to do that more. But that's a great question, Corey, and I should pass on more.
He said it wasn't a setup question, though.
I'm sure it wasn't. I got to hang out with Corey and at the Bottle Share Rock the Rick house. We sat next to each other. He had some awesome bottles. He let me try too, and it was really great. Really great to meet Corey. So he knows me.
I know which one you've passed on, I think, and it is the old Woodford Chocolate Redux, the Whisper.
Yes, that is actually the one, but I might have that one coming.
It may be there on Saturday. Pending.
It might be there on Saturday.
Regrets no more, bitches.
Thank you, Eric.
Just when I thought I had one. I knew that was a good pass. Corey, great question though. Really.
Yeah. What about you guys? Anyone you regret on passing? You guys have to have one.
Sweet Cindy, that's so nice of you. That is so nice. It is true though. It's like I don't know. You know what's cool though too is, like, I think there are certain people that want to show their whiskey collection off to flex, and that's not you. That's not me. That's not what. That is 100% like not how it comes off. I hope on how we do the videos, it's more like, hey, let me take you on this journey. So
yeah,
I mean,
I would never.
He would never do that. If there was any shot at getting, hey, can we get SAS 100 Mack out again?
Yeah.
Can we get SAS 100 Mack back?
Here we go.
Buffalo Trace. If you'd like to sponsor us, Buffalo Trace, we're ready. We are corporate ready. We're corporate ready to sponsor.
But thank you, City. No, I mean, I think that's a good, thank you for noticing that. And I hope that what comes across, which is why I think I get along with you so well, is there's an authenticity there. We're not trying to be something. Sometimes we'll joke around, we'll put on a show, I think the thing we care about the most is community and good whiskey and having fun. And so, but thank you, Cindy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what you see is what you get with us. Like we're just who we are. Like there's no show, there's no like fake, there's no character. This is who we are. And we appreciate all you guys watching us. We're gonna getting close to winding this thing down.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And man, Mac, you killed it on your video. Like it was awesome.
Oh, thank you, and thanks for watching all. For those who watched the whole hour and 8 minutes,
yeah. Next week we'll finish up with the next hour,
which is this right behind me in the boxes. Let's tease some things coming up. So
sure.
So Matthew's coming here this weekend. We're gonna do some fun things. We're going down to Bowman, which I still have not been to, and get to pick up the Hungarian oak, which will be cool, and take a tour. So I might try to shoot some stuff there. We'll see. Hack, what do you got? Come on.
Yeah, so I have some videos in the tank, right? Like I went to Liquor Zone and was trying to practice a little bit more with the camera, and did a walk through my local store, and also I interviewed Pete, who's the liquor store owner, and just asked him about like, hey, what's important to him and supporting the bourbon community, and just talked about like what's his, why he does all the picks, and just and then he also gave me some Indian tasting notes so that he gets on whiskey, like chicken satay, and like it was really cool. So we got some cool stuff coming from Pete. Pete's like, I don't get you Americans with all these notes. All I can, like, chicken tiki or whatever it is. Like it was great.
That's actually a really good point of like regionality, where you're from, and your notes.
Yeah.
That's actually would be a great conversation.
Yeah. So Pete, who's a good friend of mine and owns Liquor Zone, I interviewed him for a little bit. I tried a rare character 20-year light whiskey has, which is pretty cool, in store. And then I shot a video also while I was in Orlando at MDP Liquors, and the owner came up and interviewed that owner and talked to him about, they have done over 100 barrel picks in the last 2 years. So they are well known in that area, and they may have some Florida whiskey too. They may have some Florida whiskey too that I got into, which is pretty cool. So did my first ever kind of true remote hunt video. I've got to edit that up and get it out, so we'll see how that goes. And that's kind of what's been going on, that you guys will see some of our content coming up. We're going to stream on Sunday. I don't know what the hell we're doing yet because we haven't talked about it, but it'll be something fun. It'll be something fun. We'll do something fun. We need to do another Whiskey Friends night because Harry from the Houston Baby Swellers, shout out Harry, he sent us a blind we need to do. Shout out to Dave Vogelslang. He sent us a bunch of samples. We're going to bring Dave on. He has some of the coolest samples I've ever seen in my life that I want him to talk to us about when we bring him on. We are working on a future show for the super fan with Anthony to walk us through Sagamore.
Yep.
So we got a lot of cool stuff we want to do. It's just how do we do it and when, and I hope you guys are enjoying this journey and watching our channel. We appreciate you guys so much. Like it's fun. Whiskey should be fun. I'm having fun doing it, and that's kind of what's coming for us. But I hope you boys have an awesome time in DC this weekend, and I know it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Well, thanks all for joining. Thanks for watching my epic journey through my small apartment. I appreciate you guys watching.
It was awesome, Mac. It was
awesome.
Yeah, great time.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Good night.
Good night.